So as part of Q1, we do have the Excellence in Service Innovation Awards. We came to a decision on that, and so I'll go into that in just a moment as to what some of our results were there. We've also kicked off our ISSIP Student Industry Program, which Haluk will be giving us some additional information on that. All of our open AI projects continue. This is a wonderful body of work that has been started by our former president, Rama, in conjunction with a number of folks coming from IBM. And so we'll have an update on that from Jim. Finally, we have some discovery summits that are currently being planned. Our focus for the year is to continue to build upon the work that we're doing with AI and looking at future work, specifically around talent acquisition and also touching into some opportunities within the healthcare industry. And then finally, we've laid the foundation for a lot of the work that will be coming later on this year, as far as continued co-creation and presentations at a number of conferences around the world, specifically at Bonhoeffer, NABE, and HICS, which will be coming up in the later half of this year into next year, as well as some other events. And so we'll have some additional readouts on those in just a few minutes. For the Excellence in Service Innovation Awards, we had some incredible applicants this year. It actually took us a long time to come to a full decision just because the quality of the people who had submitted were so great this year. The intention of our Excellence in Service Innovation Awards is really to promote and recognize exemplary innovation in the design and deployment of services. And you can see here a number of the categories that we focused on, thinking about impact to industry and service innovation, as well as to society and innovation. And so I'd really like to just take a moment to really congratulate everyone who had applied. Like I said, it was really difficult to go through and to make some decisions with the great applicants that we had this year. We also had some fantastic honorable mentions, which are on the right-hand side, listed here as well. And so all of these announcements will be going out, awards will be going out to folks. Everyone has been notified already. And we are starting to accept nominations for next year's award, for the 2020 award now. There is a link here, and the spec will be sent out afterwards. It'll be, I think it actually is posted already on the ISSIP website. So if there's anyone who you're thinking of, or even work that you personally have done within the category of service innovation, thinking about impact to greater industry, society, as well as through academia, you can think about, and we would highly encourage you to go ahead and apply for these roles. And with that, I'll go ahead and turn it over to Haluk.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Heather. So this is one of the programs we are starting. Actually, this is something we have been running at the University of Washington last 2 years, and for from the third year, we would like to start this program with the ISSIP. So basically, we have a master's degree at the University of Washington, a Master of Science Business Analytics program student, and these students work on industry-applied projects for almost a year-long project. And the idea is companies provide a business problem, a sample data set, and a subject matter expert as mentor to students. The students will be on this correct path. So, and then the companies will keep the IP from these projects. So, of course, everything is kept in a very, confidential environment, so that the data will not be shared other than education purpose. So, basically, ISSIP and University of Washington, we are going to run this program upcoming year together, and we welcome any organization who would like to propose a project through ISSIP. And again, there's no cost to company other than a business problem. And you can reach me or Yassi anytime for any questions or comments. So I guess I can go to next. Okay. So Yassi, would you like to talk about the OpenAI projects, or Jim?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. So hi, everyone. This is Jim Spohr. I hope you can hear me okay. And if Rama, who was our president last year, hadn't been nominated to become an IBM fellow, she would be giving the update. But she's been back in Yorktown all week, and I think she's traveling today back here to California. But this really, I have to give Rama Akkaraju, our new IBM fellow and past ISSIP president, all the credit for this. She and Gandhi Sivakumar of IBM designed, led a team, and created our first ISSIP GitHub repository for 2 different open source AI projects. And I'm really delighted to just share just a little bit about them. One is an OpenAI service for testing frameworks. So if you've got models, different types of AI models, maybe speech recognition, image recognition, now there's a framework for comparing them and running test data through them. It's live on GitHub. There's also an open data set for AI training that's live on the ISSIP website, and you can add additional content to that, data sets to that as well. So we are recruiting volunteers for both of these projects. I just started mentoring a student who wanted to learn about open source, so I'm pointing him at them to get him involved. But this is a great opportunity if you are interested or you have colleagues who are open source coders. This is a great volunteer opportunity for ISSIP. And you can learn more clicking on the URLs that are in the slides, or just go use your favorite search engine to look for ISSIP OpenAI projects, and you can find out more. And I think I do the next one as well, if someone can change the slide.
You do, Jim.
Thank
Please.
you, Heather. Yeah. And by the way, I am recording the audio on my iPhone, so we will have a partial recording of this, just so people know. Normally we record and post. This is, as everybody knows, we have institutional members of ISSIP and Japan Science and Technology, Cisco, IBM, a lot of universities, San Jose State University, Clara's University in Italy. And one of the things that we try to do when we're at ISSIP, when we're building relationships with potential future institutional members, is we collaborate in their activities that they're running, and to show that ISSIP is a good global collaborator. The Fraunhofer, for those who don't know, is essentially Germany's large industrial research organization with sites all over Germany. Many of the corporations in Germany participate. They have been a leader in service innovation for years. Walter Gantz is one of the leaders there in service innovation, but there's many, many others. They have a lot of tools and techniques, so they're a great partner for ISSIP in the service innovation area. And we were approached by them last year to be part of a virtual online conference that went for 24 hours around the world, focused on the future of work. So it was a real pleasure to have a panel. I led a panel discussion at IBM Almaden that had Rama Akkaraju, Heather Yurko, Yassi, Terry Griffith, all participated in one way or another in helping make that event a big success. And as a result of that success of the virtual conference and ISSIP's participation in that, we were asked to send some representatives to Germany in July to take part in a real conference, face-to-face conference, and ISSIP was awarded 5,000 euros to cover the travel cost from the Federal Ministry of Education and Research there in Germany. So Yassi, Terry, and Gerhard, our ISSIP vice president, are able to participate in person. Hey, Clara, are you able to go on mute? Just sorry. Clara, can you go on mute? I don't know if you see the little mute button down at the bottom. It's a little microphone in the lower left-hand corner. The last thing to mention is that there will be a book coming out of this series, and the book is, we have a draft chapter in that. and it's been submitted. So that's just a quick overview of ISSIP and what we're doing with Fraunhofer. And Heather, if you could take us to the next slide and speaker. And I should mention I'm happy to share the draft chapter with anybody who would like to see it. They just have to send me an email.
Okay, that's nice. The next one is me. Can you guys hear me? Okay, great. Sorry about that. So the next thing is we have an update. Some of you know we sent a proposal to NSF for a workshop. The goal of the workshop is to obtain industry perspective on future skills that will have an impact on how NSF is influencing the higher education curriculum for the 21st century. So a very important workshop. We sent the proposal in December, and we are now past our second review, which for those of you who know about NSF awards, that is significant. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. The size of the project is $87,000. We have a group of fantastic collaborators, Professor Luz Franz and Professor Steven Wong from San Jose State University. They're both emeritus professors, and Professor Martha Russell from Stanford. So, we should be hearing about this pretty soon, but based on conversations with NSF, if we get through work, they want us to start June 1st and go for 7 months. That's going to entail a lot of interviews and discussions and even conference calls that ISSIP members will be invited to participate with industry thought leaders. And the outcome of this will culminate into a report and a book through our business expert partners that Jim and Huluk co-edit. Another event we are planning is with the National Association of Business Economics at their annual conference, and this was initiated by IBM and Martin Fleming, who's the VP and Chief Economist at IBM and Chief Analytics Officer. Some of you have been to ISSIP events where he spoke and keynoted. And we're really happy to be included with IBM. And thanks to our president, Heather Yorko, we've recruited LinkedIn to join us for this event. And so we'll have a panel on people analytics with Martin moderating and several of us. Guy Berger, who's Chief Economist from LinkedIn, Brian Johnson, who is data scientist at IBM, and myself will be in that panel. Okay. Next one is yours, Huluk, and you're on mute.
Okay, thank you, Yasi. Okay, now we'd like to talk about one of the conferences ISSIP has been collaborating, participating, presenting, leading so many events. This is the Hawaiian International Conference on System Sciences. This is one of the largest and one of the oldest information system conferences in academic world. This basically the upcoming conference will be the 53rd of it. So at this conference, we are actually running 2 workshops, but we are actually running 4 workshops with ISSIP under ISSIP umbrella. The first one is called Future of Work, Agile Innovation Driving intelligence augmentation in the age of AI, led by our ISSIP President, Heather Yorker, ISSIP Gerhard, ISSIP Vice President, and then Yati. And then the next workshop is called Workshop on AI Network Infrastructure Management Applications, which again led by one of the ISSIP Board of Directors called his name is Amar Reis, ISSIP President, Heather Yorker, and Rich Plain. And then the next two are co-led with IBM, the hybrid algorithms and applications for quantum computing and AI at the edge. Both of them are the kind of co-led by our co-founder and board of director Jim Sporer. And then we are also planning a research mini track called Smart Service Systems, and then we will have another event. So please let us know if you would like to participate, present, get involved in our conference collaboration. Okay? And I don't want to thanks to myself. It's kind of funny.
I did that slide, and that thank you is very well deserved. Thank you, Hello, for
special thanks to Hello.
Well, I did that slide, and you do deserve a special thanks, Hello, for leading this effort over the last several years.
No, I'll be honest with you. You know, everything we have been doing with ISSIP, everything is has been a great teamwork, and everything has been through co-creation. So, anyway, so this slide also talks about some of the other events ISSIP has been participating or also planning to work on. So, like we said, in 2019, last quarter actually, we did 2 workshops and a mini track and a Best Paper Award at the Hawaiian Conference on System Sciences. And there was also ISSIP sponsorship at the Citrus Natal Institute of Human Technology Conference that was held in Berkeley. And then, so in the future, basically, we are planning to collaborate at the Finland Open Tech AI in May. Dr. Jim Sporer is one of the presenters. And then we will also, again, Dr. Jim Sporer will be participating in the leading sessions at Naples Forum on Service, 6th International Conference on the Human Side of Service Engineering. The next one in July is the Frontiers in Service. And then there are some fun events in Singapore, SFS Conference, Tokyo, Japan, in March 2020. So like I said earlier, anybody would like to participate, collaborate on these conference events, please let us know. Only if you think there are some other things ISSIP can create value, that would be also great too. Okay, next thing is, this is a book series. Dr. Jim Sporer and I, we started to co-lead this book series at the Business Expert Press. The whole idea is basically, we wanted to work with various authors to co-create value and also disseminate this knowledge as fast as possible to people who will be interested in reading. So far, we have 35 books published in this book series. 16 books are in progress, and ISSIP is also one of the co-branded programs. This is one of ISSIP's co-branded programs with Business Expert since 2018. So if any of you will be interested in writing a short book, which is 50 pages of book about today's needs or future's needs, please let us know. Jim and I will be very happy to work with you, help you to package the book, and we will also put our effort to help with your with the publisher. So, Yati, would you like to take?
Sure. Thank you, Hello. So one thing, actually, I want to go back to the event, which, my bad, weren't on the slide, is the Discovery Summit we are planning, actually, with Pankaj and Heather in New York in July. We are targeting July 15th. And the theme of the Discovery Summit will be future work uh, in employee practices and people analytics, HR analytics, and AI. And we're very happy and thankful to IBM and to Montage for hosting it at the IBM New York location, which I haven't been to, but I hear it's a fabulous location. So you'll get more information about that. But that's something that should have been on this slide, but isn't. But it's a very important event we're planning right now. And thank you so much, Montage, for your partnership.
You're welcome.
So, an update on the special interest groups. I'll go over this, and I know Susan is here, and Haluk and Heather and Daniela, so you guys can chime in. So the Cognitive Systems Institute group, led by Susan Maleka, has completed more than 135 recorded calls over the years. I think more than 30 last year, thanks to Susan's leadership, to reignite the speaker series. And it will soon be starting in Q1 of this year. The SIG took a little bit of a hiatus, and we are thrilled that the series are restarting as early as tomorrow. And we sent an announcement yesterday. If you guys would like to be on the invitation list and aren't, if you're wondering where I didn't see the announcement, please let me know, because there is a group that you need to subscribe to. So thank you, Susan. Anything you would like to add, Susan?
No, I'm good. It was. I'm sorry we took a little rest, but we're back in full force.
No need to be sorry. We are thrilled that you're back, and totally understandable. This is on top of your day job. That today is no longer a day job. It's we all work 24 hours a day. So very grateful to all of your efforts.
Thank you for your support. Thank you.
Sure. So education and research led by Haluk and Jim. A lot of accomplishments over the years. We have on our website more than 157 open data sets, close to 100 presentations, recordings, HIC coordination, HIC planning since 2015 that ISSIP has been present at HIC. And what the SIG is focusing on this year is based on the great work that the SIG has done over the years with planning, badging, and certification program. So we'll hear more details later this year. And again, thank you, Haluk and Jim, for all your efforts. You guys want to say anything?
I think, just the only thing I would want to say on the education and research SIG is that there's a small working group that's looking at badges, ISSIP badges, and I think that's going to be a significant thing for ISSIP coming out of some of the folks that are interested in that area. So stay tuned on that for future updates.
Yeah. And also, if I may add, if you're interested in working on how we would do this, we're looking for thought leaders, volunteers, so let us know. Everyone hello can I know. The next one is Service Innovation Framework that was for many years led by Heather and then DJ Christman. And that stick has done a lot of good work in addition to the people-centered innovation methodology framework and several workshops that we've done over the years with Cisco. We've also had a number of workshops that take some other events, discovery summits, and currently this year the SIG is focused on publication of the people-centered innovation methodology by a business expert trust, and also working closely with the education and research SIG on the badging, and specifically with badging around people-centered innovation methodology. And then last but not least is the Service Design SIG led by Daniela St. Georgi. And the SIG over the years had really some really great outcomes and collaboration with service conferences and empathy white paper and a tool that was developed by the SIG. And now we are reigniting the activities with Daniela's leadership to have a service design call that is open to ISSIP members. Especially, the goal is to really create a collaboration between researchers and industry on service design. So Daniela's PhD students and some of her colleagues' PhD students will actually have weekly calls in ISSIP to present their thesis and to create a dialogue with industry on those. We're looking forward to that. Daniela, anything else you would like to add?
Thanks, Yassi. Hello, everyone. Well, this is a way to reactivate a bit the group on ISSIP on service design. And on the other side, there is been a European training network on service design for innovation, which is now finished. And so this is a good opportunity to share and develop on the insights, and having this kind of speaker series to share some of this work, but also, as Yassi was saying, kind of to initiate any eventual interest collaboration topics that could be taken forward. So we are planning now the program.
Thank you, Daniela, and thank you for your leadership and continued support. Okay, the next slide is the updates from the ISSIP editors who couldn't join us today. So a lot of you who see the ISSIP newsletter, you see that the quality has really improved thanks to Dr. Salvador Muccia and Michelle Tomek, who have been very engaged with the ISSIP community and conducting monthly interviews and tweaking content from the ISSIP membership. So if you have content to share, please reach out to Salvador and Michelle. They can be contacted via email either at editor@issip.org, or if you use Twitter, you can tweet at the ISSIP using handle @the ISSIP. And also, if you come across any content that you want shared with to be considered to be posted on the website or in the newsletter, you can send to content@ISSIP.org. And if you want to be considered, right now, Salvador and Michelle going over the pipeline of ISSIP leadership and ambassadors for monthly interviews. If you would like to be considered to be interviewed, please contact them. Beyond that pipeline, the ISSIP membership has a lot of good thought leadership and work that should be socialized. So please feel free to reach out to them. The next slide. We mentioned a lot of the volunteers so far that have really made all of the good work happen over the last, not only quarter, but the last several years. Here are a few more who have been active just over the last quarter. And I'm sure I'm missing names from here. Certainly everyone on this call has been contributing to ISSIP, and we're really grateful to all of ISSIP volunteers. Without them, ISSIP is not going to happen. So thanks to all the volunteers. And the next slide, please. So a little bit about the operations. So update on the institutional memberships. Our existing institutions continue to support us, and there was a typo here to say update to Q1 2019. And we continue to engage with other institutions as we see them here to really engage them in various ISSIP projects to co-create value and then as a result encourage them to join ISSIP as more of their institutional members get engaged in ISSIP, then the value is co-created. And we're also doing a survey to understand better how we can better co-create value with potentially industry members. That survey went out several weeks ago and will continue to go on for a few more weeks. Next slide, please. On the individual membership front, we started the quarter at 1357 individual members signed on, and on 420 we had 1399. So we had about an average of 12 people per month, or 3 people per week growth. And the breakdown is what we're seeing different is an uptick on academic involvement, and the other categories stayed the same, the breakdown stayed the same, and the other category, which is typically the foundations and other nonprofits, went down on the breakdown of the membership. So, steady growth. We'd like it to be more, of course, but focus is really to create more opportunities for existing members to engage. So an update on the financials. So I'm not going to go through the details. One thing to mention on the income side, not all the memberships have come in. So only actually a smaller portion has come in for 2019. So we expect that to go up. And everything else is pretty self-explanatory. I just leave it for a minute, just in case if there are any questions. And just other operations to report. The 21-18 annual report is now available on the ISSIP website, and the tax form will be due by next. So we're working to close that. And that's it for the operations. And I think we now open the call for, if there are any questions for the board and ISSIP leadership, and just if you have any thoughts to share, this is a good chance to do that. We have 13 minutes actually.
Hey, I see. This is Pankaj. So, for the New York session, are we ready to lock the dates and have an invitee list and then an agenda for discussion? Or do we need to set up a separate call with a few people like you, me, and others and work through that?
Yeah, and I think, yes, Pankaj. So I'll do that, and maybe we do a regular call as we move towards that date. So yes, I have that on my to-do list.
Okay, that's great. Thanks.
Yeah. You'll hear from me sooner than later.
Yeah, because July is a vacation,
Yes.
etc. So I just need to sort of figure out the dates ahead of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to, like to thank ISSIP for the award. And so that was very enthusing and energizing. So I couldn't resist the urge to make this comment. The special thanks to ISSIP and to Jim for originally suggesting that we should apply. It has been a huge shot in the arm for us. Thank you to you all.
Wonderful. Thank you, Shrikant. I'm really excited that each year we continue to get more and more exciting submissions for the Service Innovation Awards. So please do spread the word to your colleagues as well. Thank you.
Yeah, and Shrikant, we were thrilled that you submitted the proposal, and we're very impressed with what you're doing, and all the best. So it's really our pleasure.
One other. This is a question. I know we've had a great partnership with the Hicks conference, and some people are able to go there every year, but it's hard to do for everyone, right? It's not getting even in IBM approval to go to Hawaii in January. It's not always easy. So I was wondering if there are other conferences. You mentioned NABE, that's a good one. But are there other conferences that we can partner with? Some maybe on the East Coast also. And so that makes it easier for more people to participate and be aware of ISSIP.
Yeah,
So I'll answer that, and I'm sure others have thoughts on this. So the way ISSIP actually collaborates with conferences through our ambassadors. So if an ISSIP member is active in a conference, then we would and sees synergies between ISSIP and that conference. They suggest, and that's how HICS happened. Halok was very involved with HICS and suggested that we should get involved. And this was back in 2015, and the relationship has grown. So, so if you think of, Pankaj, I hate to turn it back to you, but I think it's a very great question you're asking. And if you think there is a conference that we should be engaged in, I think then we should have that conversation. I wonder what others think.
So we do have the AHFE conference, Pankaj, and I should get you involved in that. It focuses on the part of service science and service innovation called the human side of service innovation. So there is a bunch of the AI ethical stuff there, but there's also like ergonomics and, wherever you got people in complex socio-technical systems. AHFE is in Washington, D.C. this year in July. But what we decided to do is next year they're going to be in San Diego, and we're alternating our activities between that and the Naples Forum because we wanted to have an event in Europe. We're also talking with Japan about an event there, but as far as East Coast U.S. is concerned, I think the AHFE is the one that we're supporting, Pankaj, that I would recommend. It's a mega conference. There's 4,000 people there, and it covers all of the topics of interest to, I think, the ISSIP community and probably then some. And they've got an IT focus. Ben Amaba from IBM also used to run a track there, so IBM's got very good relations with them as well, just like we do with HICS and these others. And of course, other companies are invited as well and have good relations. I'm just highlighting the IBM part that I know.
This year's conference, ISSIP is not involved in AHFP?
No, only because we decided every other year gives us the opportunity to do the Naples Forum, which is every other year. And we have a lot of people who come from Europe, and they were finding it hard to come from Europe to AHFE, so we decided we'd do it that way. So sorry, it's not perfect. Also, inside of IBM, there's a PIC, the professional interest community from IBM Research, and they're supporting the service computing, which is more technically oriented, but that's another conference. Once ISSIP grows a little, I think we should consider that. And anybody else who has conferences that meet regularly, especially on the East Coast of the U.S., because we have some on the West Coast with our Discovery Summits, I think it would be, you asked a great question. We want to really have, good coverage and opportunities to get together face to face.
Okay.
Oh, one other one that I go to regularly, Pankaj, that you would find interesting, and I can get you. The AAAI has a fall symposium in Washington, D.C. every October, and we go to that, and I've been promoting ISSIP at that organization as well. So that's a very AI-focused one. All the top leaders in AI across the U.S. definitely are there, and it's a good one, and we certainly want to have that on your list as well.
Okay, great, thanks.
Any other questions, comments, thoughts, things you want to share?
This is Haluk. I just want to thanks to everybody. I mean, we all have day jobs, and this has been kind of
this is Kaisa here.
Thank you. Hey, Kaisa, please go ahead.
That you seem to be doing. I'm hoping to catch up with you at some point and maybe do my bit in Finland. On a personal note, I will be switching jobs, so I will be going out of VTT and I'll be going into University of Oulu. So I'll be contacting you with the new contact information, and also figuring out how ISSIP and the next challenge in my life, how they can fit together. But I'm looking forward to that.
Wonderful, Kaisa. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'll be in charge of the industry relations of the university.
Oh, wonderful.
So I think that there's a lot of shared interest still in the air.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Going one,
No, looks like not.
going twice, going 2 times. All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Sorry about all the glitches.
Thank you. Thank you, ISSIP.
We made it through okay. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.